Have you ever woken up from a dream that felt so vivid, so real, that for a moment you weren't sure if it actually happened? Maybe it was a dream where you were flying, and for those few seconds before reality set in, you felt weightless, limitless. Or maybe it was one of those unsettling dreams, the ones that leave you with a lingering sense of unease, even hours after waking. And in those moments, we ask ourselves, what was that? Most of us brush it off. It's just a dream. But what if it's more than that? What if the dreams we have at night aren't random at all? What if they're messages, signals from the deepest parts of ourselves, trying to get our attention? Because the truth is, dreams are never just dreams. They are reflections. They are conversations. They are the language of the subconscious, revealing things we may not even be aware of when we're awake. Think about it. Every single day we experience emotions, thoughts, and situations that we don't fully process in real time. We suppress fears, we ignore feelings, we move so fast that we don't give ourselves a chance to sit with what's really happening inside of us. But when we sleep, something powerful happens. Our conscious mind takes a backseat, and our subconscious takes center stage. And the things we pushed aside, the emotions we didn't acknowledge, they show up. They come alive in our dreams. This is why you might dream of showing up to a big event unprepared. It's not because your mind wants to play tricks on you. It's because deep down, there's something in your life that you feel unready for. It's why you might dream of your teeth falling out. Not because you need a dentist, but because there's something in your waking life that's making you feel powerless. These dreams aren't accidents. They are insight. They are revealing something that deep down you already know. And the more we learn to pay attention to them, the more we begin to understand ourselves. Because sometimes we don't even realize what's weighing on us. We go through life saying, I'm fine, everything's okay. But our dreams tell the truth. They expose the anxiety we're ignoring. They highlight the desires we've buried. They remind us of the wounds we haven't fully healed from. But here's where it gets interesting. Because dreams don't just expose, they invite. They invite us to take a closer look at what's really going on beneath the surface. They invite us to ask better questions, to get curious about what we need, what we fear, and what we're holding on to. When we begin to see our dreams as a tool rather than just a strange, disconnected experience, we unlock a new level of self-awareness. So the next time you wake up from a dream that feels significant, don't dismiss it, don't rush past it. Take a moment and ask yourself, what is this dream trying to show me? Because the more we listen, the more we learn. And the more we learn, the more we grow. Have you ever had a dream that left you feeling shaken? A dream where you were being chased, but no matter how fast you ran, your legs felt heavy, like you were moving in slow motion? Or one where you were falling, tumbling through the air, waiting to hit the ground, but never quite landing. And when you wake up, your heart is racing, your breath is shallow, and for a split second, you wonder, was that a warning? Is something bad about to happen? We've all had dreams that feel like alarms going off in the middle of the night. Dreams that create fear, confusion, or even panic. And our instinct is to see them as bad omens, as signs that something terrible is lurking just around the corner. But what if we've been seeing them all wrong? What if the dreams that scare us aren't warnings of doom, but invitations to pay attention? Because here's the truth. Fear-based dreams don't come to torment us. They come to teach us. They aren't here to paralyze us. They are showing us where we need to wake up. And most of the time, what we fear in our dreams is just a reflection of what we are afraid to face in real life. Think about it. A dream about being chased isn't about an actual threat. It's about something you're running from emotionally. Maybe it's a hard conversation you've been avoiding. Maybe it's a past wound you've been pushing aside. Maybe it's a truth about yourself that you're afraid to confront. The fear in the dream isn't predicting your future. It's revealing what's unresolved. And once you recognize that, you have a choice. You can keep running, or you can turn around and face it. A dream about falling doesn't mean disaster is coming. It's exposing a loss of control. Where in your life do you feel unstable? Where are you holding onto something so tightly because you're afraid to let go? The dream isn't punishing you. It's highlighting the area in your life that needs trust, that needs surrender, that needs you to acknowledge that not everything is meant to be controlled. A dream about drowning isn't about water. It's about emotional overwhelm. It's about feeling like life is pulling you under, like you can't catch your breath. And if that dream keeps showing up, it's not a prophecy. It's an invitation to ask yourself, where do I feel like I'm drowning? What do I need to release? So many of us live our lives suppressing emotions, pretending we're okay, putting on a strong front. But our dreams don't lie. They reflect the truth, whether we like it or not. And the ones that create the most fear, those are the ones that deserve the most attention. But here's the beautiful part. The moment we stop running from these dreams, the moment we stop seeing them as punishments and start seeing them as teachers, everything shifts. The fear loses its power. The nightmare turns into a mirror. And what once made us feel powerless now becomes the key to our breakthrough. So the next time you wake up from a dream that shakes you, don't panic. Pause. Take a breath. And instead of asking what bad thing is about to happen, ask, what is this dream trying to reveal? Because fear-based dreams are not here to scare you. They are here to set you free. It's easy to wake up from a difficult dream and immediately push it aside, to shake it off, tell yourself it was nothing, and move on with your day. But what if the dream that unsettled you wasn't something to escape, but something to understand? What if, instead of fearing it, you could reframe it? Most people see negative dreams as something to forget, but what if they were actually tools for growth? What if, instead of tormenting us, they were guiding us toward healing? Because the truth is, our dreams don't come to harm us. They come to reveal what needs our attention. And when we stop seeing them as random and start seeing them as road signs, everything shifts. Think about the dreams that leave you feeling powerless. Maybe it's the one where you're lost in an unfamiliar place, searching for a way out, but never finding it. That's not just a frustrating dream. It's a message, a reflection of how you might feel in your waking life. Stuck, unsure, uncertain of which direction to take. But instead of waking up frustrated and dismissing it, what if you asked, where in my life do I feel lost? That question alone can change everything. Because now, instead of being a victim of the dream, you're using it as a tool. You're allowing it to point you toward something that needs clarity. Or maybe it's the dream where you're standing in front of a crowd trying to speak, but no words come out. That's not just an uncomfortable experience. It's highlighting something deeper. It's showing you where you feel unheard, where you struggle to express yourself, where you've been holding back. And once you recognize that, you now have a choice. You can stay silent, or you can find the courage to speak. This is what happens when we reframe negative dreams. Instead of seeing them as something to fear, we see them as invitations. Instead of letting them leave us feeling drained, we let them empower us. Because every disturbing dream carries a question, a challenge, a truth we've been avoiding. And the sooner we acknowledge it, the sooner we can change it. Even nightmares, the ones that leave you breathless in the middle of the night, have something to teach. They don't come to destroy peace. They come to expose what's blocking it. If you keep dreaming about being trapped, It's time to ask yourself, where in my life do I feel stuck? If you keep dreaming about something chasing you, what fear have I been running from? These dreams don't control you. They are giving you the awareness you need to take control. And that's the key. Awareness alone is not enough. You can't just recognize the pattern and do nothing with it. You have to take action. You have to use the insight your dreams are giving you and apply it to your life. If your dream is revealing a deep fear, what steps can you take to overcome it? If it's showing you a place where you feel powerless, how can you reclaim your voice? The moment you take action, the dream's purpose is fulfilled. And something incredible happens. When you start addressing what your dreams reveal, those unsettling dreams start to change. The nightmares lessen. The fear-based dreams become less frequent. Not because your mind stops dreaming, but because it no longer needs to. It no longer needs to scream for your attention because now you're listening. So the next time you wake up from a dream that shakes you, don't just move on. Reframe it. Ask what it's trying to show you. Because your dreams are not here to haunt you, they are here to help you heal. It's one thing to recognize what our dreams are telling us. It's another thing entirely to do something about it. Because awareness alone changes nothing. Understanding your dreams, seeing the patterns, identifying your fears, none of it matters if you don't take action. If you don't use what you've been shown to actually make a change. This is where most people get stuck. They wake up from a dream, feel the emotions it stirred up, maybe even recognize the meaning behind it, but then they go about their day as if nothing happened. They continue avoiding the same fears, staying in the same cycles, carrying the same burdens, even though their own subconscious is showing them exactly what needs to shift. But insight without action is just information, and information alone doesn't transform us. Think about a dream where you keep showing up late to something important. No matter how hard you try, you can't get there on time. That's not just a stressful dream. It's highlighting something in your life. Maybe it's showing you that you feel behind, that you're overwhelmed, that there's an opportunity in front of you that you keep hesitating to take. But what good is recognizing that if you wake up and continue hesitating? What good is the dream if it doesn't push you to act? Or maybe you have a dream where you're trying to speak, but no sound comes out. You keep trying to say something, but no one hears you. That dream is revealing something real. Maybe there's a place in your life where you feel unseen, where you feel like your voice doesn't matter. But the moment you wake up, you have a choice. You can ignore it, or you can ask yourself, where have I been silent? And then you can do the hardest but most important thing, you can start speaking. Dreams are not passive, they are invitations. They are revealing the places where action is needed, where movement is necessary. And every time we ignore them, every time we choose to see them as just dreams rather than messages, we stay stuck. We stay in the same cycles, fighting the same battles, repeating the same struggles. But the moment we start acting on what we've seen, everything begins to shift. The dreams that create fear, that bring discomfort, that wake us up in the middle of the night, those are the ones asking the most of us. They're not there just to be understood. They're there to push us, to challenge us, to make us do something different, because the dream itself doesn't change your life. What you do with it does. If you keep dreaming about being trapped, don't just wake up frustrated. Wake up and ask yourself, where do I feel stuck? And what steps can I take today to break free? If you keep dreaming about losing control, don't just acknowledge it. Take action. Ask yourself, where do I need to let go? What am I holding on to so tightly that it's weighing me down? Because once you do something about it, once you take that step, the dream has done its job. It has fulfilled its purpose. And here's what's powerful. When you start acting on the messages your dreams reveal, you'll notice the patterns begin to change. The unsettling dreams become less frequent, not because you've stopped dreaming, but because you've stopped ignoring what they've been telling you. Your subconscious no longer has to shake you awake in the middle of the night, because now you're awake in your everyday life. So the next time you wake up from a dream that unsettles you, don't just think about it, do something about it. Because your dreams are not here to haunt you, they are here to move you forward.